Hey guys, welcome to the Piggy Bank, your
Piggy
favorite
bank.
casual gaming podcast. I totally didn't just finish yawning. Um, anyway, me and Tavin, we've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3. Let's go and hop into what we've been playing. We got Tavin here at the top left of your screen.
Hey guys, what's
Tavin.
poppin', players?
And also we have Connor Elliott here at the top right. I'm here at the bottom because I'm a bottom.
From my perspective, I am top left. You're wrong.
Okay, but
Yeah,
the
but that's not the
Discord is
video
not what
perspective.
matters. Like, yeah, you're in the top left for all of us, Connor. But that's not what matters. That's not what the people see.
Nah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Great energy, guys. Great, we're really bringing it here today.
No, so hey, this is your favorite casual gaming podcast with your casual gaming buds. My name is Phil. I am your host for this show. We kind of just talk about our weekend games. We play little mini games together. We have fun. Little three boys playing together with each other about games.
Yes, sir. That's what we'd be doing, and
Dude.
we shall.
Baldur's Gate 3.
You may as well just call this the BG3 podcast right now, because me and Phil just about essentially we've crossed the 30-hour mark in our co-op campaign of Baldur's Gate 3, which we've been playing for the last like 2 weeks, and man, oh man, we are fucking addicted. We just can't get enough.
Closing in on what we believe is the end of Act 2.
It most certainly is.
Oh,
as
yeah.
I just saw your progress.
Yeah. It feels like we're just blazing through this thing, but I feel like we're doing as much side shit as we can.
Yeah, we're
See,
doing a lot.
That's what surprised me because I was like, "Oh, you guys are already in Act 2," and then I was like, "Oh, you're already at the end of Act 2." Okay, so I'm like, but you guys seem to have found everything from last I talked to you. So
We're doing a lot, man.
I guess so.
We're doing a whole lot. So,
Have not found that one girl's parents.
have not found the girl's parents.
Aha.
Don't know where they're at quite yet. And we still have more. Well, I guess we're doing that now, aren't we? Now that we've jumped down the hole. Okay. Who knows what's going to happen, guys? It's a lot. It's a lot. But no, Baldur's Gate 3, as a very late arrival, me and Phil are, is a phenomenal game. Fucking holy shit, dude.
Very much deserving of Game of the Year.
Oh,
With
absolutely.
the Game Awards.
Look
Absolutely.
at you guys jumping on the bandwagon. See, unlike me, who was in early access, knowing how amazing this game was going to be, knowing that it was going to win Game of the Year.
I feel like jumping on the bandwagon is like you don't actually think this way. You're just doing it to agree with everybody. No, me and Tavin genuinely feel this way.
No, yeah, no,
Sure,
it's
About
awesome.
this game.
No,
Sure.
it should have gotten Game of the Year. We talked
If
about
you
it.
if you
the
if
other
you
week
know
on the
me and
games.
Tavin, which Connor you should, you know that we're not bandwagoners.
No. It was only a matter of time before you guys actually started playing it, and I was waiting. And so I'm happy it finally hit before the end of the year was up, which I knew it probably would. But there was getting to a point where I was like, okay, are these guys actually going to like it as much as I do?
Yeah.
And seems like you guys are.
Now, I'll put the little cynic hat on. It's
Mhm.
far from a perfect game.
No.
I've got a lot of small issues that, when they arise in the moment, are super fucking annoying. Mainly the camera. I think the camera is like bad in some cases. For the most part, it's good enough to get done what you need to get done. But there's so many times where I'm like, I can't see where the enemies are, even though they're right in front of me. But I just can't fucking see them. And if there's too many grouped together, it's so hard to like get the game to do exactly what you want. Like, you kind of have to force it sometimes to do what you want, which is frustrating. But in a game that allows so much freedom, it's an acceptable amount of frustration.
So I feel like a lot of our frustration comes from the fact that we're playing on console as well.
Yeah, see, that was my question because you were nodding along, Phil. Do you guys have the issue with the camera when you're traversing throughout the world, or is it really
No.
just combat?
Just
see,
combat.
I've had no problems in combat. I've had tons of problems traversing, going into buildings, or trying to see into buildings, and knowing I should be able to because I'm just like right outside it, doors open, but it just doesn't sometimes go in, almost like it's still loading. But I never really had, when combat starts, I'm like, okay, I know where everything is, I know what's happening. Maybe due to my own ineptitude, I'll miss something, but that might be an issue with consoles. I think both of them seem to have their pros and cons, and that might be just one of those cons showing up.
Yeah, I mean,
At least it's a small one.
It's
Well,
definitely
it's
a
all
number of
just with
things.
combat.
There's been a couple of other things that I'm like, ugh, this isn't great.
Mhm.
I think overall the level design is pretty good, but there are certain moments in certain battles where it's like not great, and because it's not great, it really, really hurts you. Me and Phil just got through a battle that took us over an hour.
It's a long
Because
time.
yeah, the game just forces you to be in a bottleneck, and we just kept getting screwed in this bottleneck, and there was just nothing. Like certain spells were being cast that we couldn't move too much. We had blindness, so we couldn't shoot too far, and then we would just fucking get eviscerated by just the number of enemies, which is really, really annoying. Once we got it just kind of felt like a random roll of the dice on when we eventually did break through. It was like, oh, okay, now we can play the game.
It was very much like third time's the charm.
Yeah,
Like
it was 100% that.
I'm trying to think of which. It has to be one of two encounters, and I won't say anything. Was it the one that you told me about yesterday, Tavin?
No,
it's not a spoiler.
Okay.
It's the bottom of Moonrise Towers.
Ah, okay. Yeah. See, that's actually a good way to highlight what's so cool about the game, because some friends of mine, they had the same exact issue. Apparently, it was a really, really hard part of the game, and I was kind of confused at first because I didn't have any kind of hard, battle like that. And turns out the reason why is before invading Moonrise Kingdom, I'm a paladin, an Oath of Vengeance paladin. So if you're a bad person, you deserve to die. That's just a fact of life. And so I would, before going in there, killed everyone around the tower. So when the fight came, not only was there no entrance, there's no fight to get into the tower, but also I had already gained allies that apparently you would have to otherwise work to get to. And it completely changed my whole experience with the final part of Act 2.
That's interesting.
And I've seen...
We did not have to fight like
on the way
in. It was just getting like once we were in the fight.
It was on the inside of the tower.
Yeah.
Mm.
People had already fought. People were dead. Like all the way leading up, but we weren't involved in that.
Yeah, there were dead bodies all over the ground when we were walking like to the entrance.
Yeah,
it was like the center lobby area of the bottom.
Okay, so I'm now getting the impression that I was wrong, and that the thing that the fight was people were talking about wasn't the one I had difficulty with. Okay, that makes more. That doesn't make more sense, but that clarifies things.
Okay,
I've been going on thinking I was this pro gamer for like a month now, but no, I guess I'm just like everyone else, not special. But other people have been able to do special things. Like I've heard the goblin camp that you can go into in the first act of the game. Yeah. I didn't know you could smear shit on your face.
I saw that on Twitter. I saw that on Twitter today.
Yes.
And what?
To get in, the guy, I guess he bets you to put shit on your face, and if you do, he laughs at you. He's like, you can go in. And then when you go in, everyone's commenting. I'm like, you have shit on your face.
Oh, you smell like shit.
Yeah. That's hilarious. That's so fucking
and
funny.
When you look at your status, it says you have war paint from a warg droppings or something like that.
Even the wargs insult you if you talk to them.
Yeah, they're like stink face or something like that. But no, straight up. Did you not see that on Twitter today, Tavin? That was all over my page
at all today.
It was like 3 separate times scrolling through today. It popped up.
Yeah.
You'll probably see it if you go on eventually.
I'll also say, me and Phil for our main campaign here is we're doing a co-op campaign, so it's multiplayer and we're sharing everything. We're there are things that make it feel awesome because it does feel like a party, like a D&D party, adventuring throughout the world and doing a bunch of stuff. Excuse me, which is great. But whenever one of us is doing something that requires some sitting down in menus or just talking to someone, and the other guy wants to do something, it's atrocious. And it's very, very frustrating. And usually it goes through pretty fine. It's just some waiting around or whatever, and we just gotta wait for someone to do something or whatever. But when you're a young Phil Shoemaker and patience is not with you in the morning,
why are you blaming this on me?
Listen, man, there was just a lot of moments today. We were playing all day today because it was our day off. And there was just a lot of moments where I was like, man, can you slow down for a second so I can have these conversations that I need to have, or so I can dig through the menu and do what I need to do real quick? Bro, stop running ahead. Just stop.
Okay, in my defense, if you're talking about the first battle that we did, which we apparently did the harder version of that fight.
Yeah, we did.
And you hit a potion that you didn't mean to do, but I didn't know it's not what you meant to do. So I just saw a counter going down, because I thought you were just being silly and you put that on not knowing that it would degrade over time. So I was like, oh, I don't want him to waste his potion. Let me hop in so he's not wasting his potion of haste, so we can get use out of it in the fight.
There was that, but there was immediately after that fight, you just kept rushing scenario after scenario, and it caused a little bit of herky-jerky in between, to where I was like, man, just slow down. Just don't enter a portal without me. Just wait. Let the RPG stuff happen. Let it happen. You gotta let it happen.
And then And then Tavin gets confused as to when he's looting something, he thinks that the name of the item is the name of the enemy that he just killed. So he was like, "Oh, it's the apostate destroyer or something like that," but it's just a great club +1.
That sounds way cooler.
Silly
than,
goose.
Great Club.
I mean,
+1.
regardless. I mean, that's a simple UI like just misread. You know, you live and you learn. But it's like, hey, stop hopping through fucking portals without me.
See,
But I
this
like
is
it. It's
this
fun.
is a perfect example.
I'm the
of you.
fighter.
Yeah, that's what fighters do, and barbarians. But this is a
And
perfect
that's why
example.
it's me and Karlak going through.
That is true. I mean, meanwhile, Tavin's with his elf cleric as a warlock would not do. Because
Okay.
they're evil.
Here's the thing: you're forgetting something. It's his elf cleric and this fucking imp that he has to summon every single time.
No, you
without
gotta.
fail.
You have to. That's like a theme, basically.
I mean, you can talk
I mean,
shit.
well-
That imp has saved our ass.
Oh, you mean like
asses
when it
quite a number of
attacked
times.
Karlak? You mean when it attacked Karlak? Because
Listen,
you were just dumb.
listen. Sometimes, you know, things. I attack Karlak as if we weren't fighting the clones of ourselves, and
Right, but-
both glowing red. They're both glowing red. What? All right, let me take a guess. It's this one. Sure.
At no point did I say, okay, I'm gonna rage here. When usually I'm like, okay, I'm gonna activate rage and then do this. But the one that you did not attack started raging, and I didn't say. I said, oh, it started raging, and then you didn't attack the one that raged. You attacked the one that was
I'm
me.
lost in what you just said. What happened was I was off fighting some clones I was fighting your created character clone. And then I
Yeah.
was like, all right, that's going fine. So I sent my imp over to go help you and help support you. Because I was like, that looks like, you know, we could get through. And yes, I attacked you and did a bunch of damage on you by accident. And I apologize
And it was
for
like
that in the
it was
moment.
literally the strongest imp attack you've ever done.
Oh,
on
it
Karlak.
was such a big attack. It's like 20 damage. and then I was like, all right, I did it. And you like, wait, did you just hit me? And I'm like, well, you're fighting your fucking clone. You're both red people. You're both glowing red. Like, what am I supposed to do?
That's just
here?
racist, dude. That's just racist.
Mhm.
You have a problem with Asmodeus tieflings, huh? Got a problem?
He didn't say no.
Again, like when there's so
Oh,
much
you
clutter on the
avoided the
fucking screen
question.
all the goddamn time. You know?
Listen, this is what happens when the
Fucking
fog of war
regression.
clouds your minds. You can't operate under fire, and this is what happened. It's nobody's fault. It's the nature of war. It's the nature of fighting.
Dude, that clone fight made me realize how fucking strong my fighter is. Because I get up to like 5 attacks per turn. It's fucking crazy.
What's funny
There's
is
the fighter.
like you were like I thought it was funny that like your created characters fighting each other because it was a clone of it.
Yeah.
Whatever. And you struggled and lost that fight, and then I just like took them out, and I was like, all right, cool, done. So I like how the balance works in terms of like RPG mechanics of like, hey, here's a character who's really strong with this stuff, and I go, all right, well, I have this stuff, and that kind of just cripples it and shuts it down. And now it's just a matter of turns because I'm not high damage. It's just a number of turns before he goes down.
Also, I died in a fight of a bunch of skeleton. I think they were like undead. There's some kind of undead. I think they're necromites is what they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking what happened today?
Yeah, what happened today? And because like Tavin got abducted down to a basement, and I didn't try to rescue him, and I
did.
ran into a big jail cell area with a bunch of undead enemies and 3 necromancers. That I think it was a total of 16 enemies on screen, and I took out the biggest one being what I think was. It's like an undead. What's it called? It's like a big skeleton guy. Like he got big suit of armor, skeleton head, flaming. So I can't remember what he's called. But
It's definitely, it was a fight that, like, if we were together, wouldn't have been that tough.
would not have been hard.
Yeah, would not
Especially
have been
with
hard at all.
fucking Shadowheart doing turn undead.
Oh yeah, that
Fucking
shit would
turning all of them to ash.
all of them to ash really quickly. But it was the fact that we were separated because what had happened was I had stuck my arm in a wall that I probably should not have stuck my arm into. But it just kept it was so interesting. It was an interesting thing that was happening, and even Phil was like, oh, you should do the thing that you definitely should not do. And I was like, I'm going to do that. I'm absolutely going to do that because I want to see what happens. And what happened is I got my arm dislocated as I got fucking teleported to the basement, had to like panically find my way up. Phil gets into a fight. He gets killed. I get into a fight. I barely survive. I find my way to what Phil was fighting. Again,
Bro, me.
would have done okay if Phil was there, but because my character's arm is dislocated, I'm not hitting any of my shots. So all my shots are fucking kaput. And then
Me and
it's
Karlak
just
died in
sucking.
each other's arms.
Oh, it's sucking so hard.
Oh, that must have been so sad. And you didn't have to.
It was a heroic death.
You couldn't even load. That's sad. They're dead forever.
I mean, we load. We just lost.
We
like 5
reloaded.
minutes.
Yeah, we lost some.
Probably-
progression.
probably-
Quit crying about it.
It's just an anecdote of something that happened today, Connor. You don't have to jump down my throat about
it's
it.
The Baldur's Gate 3 podcast, Connor. Come on.
I'm tired of just having to hear you guys bitch and moan and complain.
You know, Tavin, I think he's just jealous because there's no crossplay yet, so he can't play with us.
He's just out on his own.
He's just sad. He's just sad.
I mean, if anything, if I were to join in right now, if there was crossplay, you guys would be held back by me because I wouldn't be able to play as much as you guys have in this span of time. So if anything, you should be thanking me and Larian for me getting it on PC and not getting it on PlayStation, and for Larian for not doing it crossplay yet. So you're welcome.
Okay.
I don't know how true that is, but okay.
He's saying that he's too busy to play with us.
That's what he's saying. But I very often come to his room. He's just playing on his phone. He's just on Twitter or something. You know, like I'm like, all right, cool. Or watching a cooking video.
Hey! That's an important skill that everyone needs to learn and keeps you alive. Thank you. I was that's probably one of my favorite things to make. I do enjoy it.
It was nice and spicy. I liked it.
What'd you say? Spicy?
It was nice and spicy.
And here you goes, Phil, insulting my food. Well, what are you gonna do? Sometimes
I said nice
He's
and
literally complimenting it, like giving you a compliment.
yeah. Okay.
fine. Fuck your pasta. I didn't enjoy it at all.
There's also
that's more honest. Thank you.
Returning the conversation to video games and Baldur's Gate. Yeah. There's a thing that happens with like the game. If there's a automatic cutscene to be played or an automatic conversation to happen, it just goes to whoever enters the area first, which makes sense. But again, Phil, not having any patience, always runs head first into everything, and so he's very often talking to people he shouldn't be talking to. I should be the one talking because I'm the conversationalist of the party.
Okay. You might be a conversationalist, but your dexterity and everything else that you had to run into that you needed checks for today sucked ass.
One scene. It was one scene.
And I'm the dexterity and strength guy.
And also, we're not going to act like that. We're not going to act like that dex roll wasn't tough. It was like a 21 every time, man. That's a hard thing to hit sometimes, you know?
Dex saves are hard. Especially, you're a warlock too, right? So you're not even.
Yeah, my dex is average. It's just super average.
If only he had the gloves of dexterity like I do, which boost him to an 18.
Again, this is a thing where we did not realize this is what was happening. And you know, that's just kind of the game, is you don't realize what you need when you need it. But it's like, can we transfer this conversation over to a party member or something? Can we sit? All right, this is a thing that like clearly Tavin needs to talk to this guy. This is a thing where clearly Phil needs to do this thing. Can we transfer it over to him somehow? Because we're all in the party together. Come on now. I feel like in Dungeons and Dragons, you could do that.
Yeah, if you're all together, then yeah, you can. But the way that this game works, yeah, even if you're like in a party together, you can't be like, I'm going to use this person's going to talk using this whatever skill, but it just goes off of whatever your skills are or whatever your attributes may be.
So it leads to a lot of like just awkward moments where you're like, well, fuck, I'm not the one who's supposed to be doing this right now, or oh fuck, man, I really wish he wasn't doing this right now.
I mean, they usually there's like multiple outs. So like if you have one way of answering it using this stat that might be higher, or another stat that has higher than that. So
for the most part, yeah.
For the most part, there's usually a way out. But then sometimes there's not.
There is also.
And I have to use my -2 charisma.
It's killing us. It's tough sometimes. There's also like, and this is more of me. There's just times where it's just like, hey, just trust the game. Just trust the game. Like, yeah, sure, you don't want to continue this dialogue because of what it implies, but just trust the game. More conversation will happen. More conversation will follow that will get you where you need to be. So there's like high tense moments where I'm like, fuck, I don't want to say these lines, but they're the only lines they're giving me. I want to say something else that would be better. And it's like, oh, those lines are coming. You just have to wait. You just have to wait to trust the game. Let it come.
The anti-Fallout 4. Do you guys remember that?
I haven't played that much Fallout 4.
I don't know.
You have dialogue. You have dialogue options in that game that you'll think are they going to say one thing, and then you click on it, and it's a completely different tone, meaning, and you're like, no, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say this thing in a different tone, and it just
the text says like this soup is delicious, but then you say fuck this.
Thankfully, not something that extreme where they just try to trick you. That'd be funny, but no. The dialogue really is just written extremely well. And one of the things Tavin was surprised to hear, and I was too, honestly, is how many voice actors they have in the game. Like, they have a lot of individual voice actors for all of the characters that pop in. I can't remember the exact number. They said it during the recent Game Awards.
They did.
But Larian really just went all in on content and the writing that comes with it.
And they continue to do so. The most recent patch I was reading has over 3,500 new lines of dialogue, and basically just reworked an epilogue into the game. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, How?
IMDb has Baldur's Gate 3 listed with 251 cast credits.
That's fucking nuts. That's so many people.
Yep. 251.
We just met J.K. Simmons.
We did just meet J.K. Simmons.
And we were like, oh, are we about to meet and kill J.K. Simmons in 5 minutes? No, but,
Nope.
maybe.
Nope.
Maybe here soon.
Maybe soon.
We'll find out. So,
Boys,
Connor had to interrupt us.
Not last week. It was the last piggy bank because we didn't do a piggy bank this past Saturday.
We dropped the ball.
We did drop the ball. Anyway, last time we played some games, Tavin made us go through a hit 10 of his favorite RPGs. So this week, I thought I would do a hit 10 of Phil's favorite first-person shooters.
Oh, boy.
That's a weird one to jump. I don't even know what the hell I could even think of as your first pick.
So, if the audience does not know, a hit 10 is where we take a top 10 list from the internet or from one of us, and we assign point values based on where they fall in the list. 10 being worth 1 point at the least. Number 1 being the best, worth 10 points. And everything inversed in between. The boys here will get basically 5 chances to go back and forth to attempt to clear off this list and get the most points in order to win. I don't know who should go for. We'll let Connor. Connor's the worst at the hit 10, so we'll let Connor go first.
Historic.
Well,
yeah.
This is, like I said, I have no clue what the hell. You never talk about first-person shooters. Out of all the ones to pull from, Tavin, has he ever talked really about first-person shooters? Bet me up on this.
There's a couple I've got in my head that I'm fairly certain are on the list. So, Connor, you could probably just make some educated guesses.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do. What I think is your first one, because I believe you had said in the past you had played it a lot, and that's going to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Connor, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is not on the list.
Yeah, it's not what I would have pulled for. I'm going to pull, I don't know if this is going to be number 1, probably the number 1 most played first-person shooter in your repertoire, Phil. I'm going to go Overwatch.
Having Overwatch is number 6 on the list.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's not going to do it.
Which is going to get you 5 points.
5 points. There we go. I also need to take a time code. I'm going to guess 21.5.
Connor, we're back to you.
Yes. Damn.
Ball's in your court.
Let's see. Once again, this is a very popular first-person shooter, and it seems to be in the era that you would have played it. Is one of them Metroid Prime?
Connor, Metroid Prime is not on the list.
Connor, you're a fucking moron.
Dude, when has he ever talked about first-person shooters?
Dude, play it safe here, man. Go for
what do you mean
safe
play
choices.
Safe? It's one of the most popular first-person shooters.
You're reaching for
I
things
would
from
Call
a
of Duty
decade
Modern
ago.
Warfare 2!
Pick
Modern
something
Warfare
from the
2!
last 10 years, Connor! The last 10
People still talking
years!
about Modern Warfare 2, you goddamn son of a bitch!
This isn't hard!
Oh, yes.
So
Do the next one. Do your next one. See how hard it is.
Tavin, we go back to you.
Valorant!
Oh, yeah.
Valorant, Tavin, is number 5 on the list.
Shit!
Which is going to
At least
get
I have
you
something on the board, you fucking idiot.
6 points.
What else is there? What else is there? If only this was third-person shooters. At least have Gears of War to draw on. Let's see. Apex Legends.
Connor, Apex is not on the list.
You're a moron!
Gavin, I don't know what fucking first-person
He
shooters
hates
plays.
battle royales. He hates them. He's been on record so
I don't
many
remember that
times
at all.
about this.
The only
I never
time I've ever
remember.
had fun playing Battle Royale is I'll give you Connor. this past, I think it was early this year or maybe late last year. Me and Tavin played some Apex with like the new, it was like 6v6 mode or something like that.
Oh yeah. That was. That was fucking early last year.
Was it early last year?
Yeah, maybe even been the year before. It was a long time ago, buddy.
Mm.
It was a long time ago. I'm gonna go Halo Reach.
Tavin, Halo Reach is number 4 on the list.
There we go. There's some points.
Yes, the Halo franchise.
7 points.
Well,
so far Tavin has cleaned up 6, 5, and 4.
Well, since Halo's in the ball pit now, I'm gonna go with Halo 3.
Connor, finally with some points on the board. That is gonna get you 8 points because that is the number 3 answer.
Tasteful 8. Halo 3's number. Okay. Now we are scraping or scratching for ideas here. Let me think here. Okay. Thinking of Phil. Thinking of first-person shooters. Thinking of games he's been on record of saying he's played before.
Indeed.
Yeah, now it's hard. Tavin,
we're looking for guest number 4 here. What do you got for me?
See, now, even with me on guest number 4, reaching, swimming in the darkness, in the abyss, not knowing where to go. Never in a million fucking years would I ever say Metroid Prime. Never in a fucking million years would I say Metroid Prime for Phil's top 10 first-person shooters.
Tavin, I'll tell you right now, and Connor, if there was a chance for me to play Metroid Prime, it would have been this year, but I have not played it.
I didn't know that.
No dice on that.
I thought he had played it, but also, Metroid Prime, not a game that comes to mind when you think first-person shooters. You fucking idiot.
No, my GameCube days were consisting entirely of Super Smash Bros. Melee, Super Mario Sunshine, Sonic Riders.
I guess I'll just shoot for. I'm gonna go for a Call of Duty Black Ops.
Call of Duty Black Ops is not on the list, Tavin.
God damn.
Your first whiff of this game here. Connor, we're looking for your 5th and final answer, my friend.
Let's go with a more possible answer and go Halo 4.
Halo 4 is number 7 on the list, Connor. It's going to get you 4 points.
Well, Tavin, see if you can get number 2 or 1.
Fucking, I don't even know what it could be, but it doesn't matter because I fucking crushed your ass because you fucking idiot. I'm sorry. I'm so aggressive right now. I don't know why. It was the way he entered into this game just really got on it. I'm like, fucking, come on now.
I entered in with humbleness, Tavin. I knew this was not going to go my way. And I think this is partly due to the fact that I won in the Game Awards predictions. I think it's kind of seeping in from my win there.
No, I'm very proud of you for
Connor did win the Game Awards prediction.
Very proud of you for
congratulations.
I won it.
I called it 3 awards in. I looked over to Tavin. I was like, Connor's going to win this, isn't he?
Would have been me if Senua Saga hadn't fucked me.
Yeah, right.
All you're missing was the date.
All I was missing was the date. Would have had it.
Yikes.
What is going on over there at Xbox Studios, First person shooter.
Nothing good.
Phil hasn't played a Doom. Has not played a Doom.
I put maybe 1 hour into Doom 2016.
Great game.
If you had played Wolfenstein, you would have done that.
Hasn't played a Wolfenstein.
Have not.
We've done Overwatch. We've done Valorant.
Mm-hmm. Let me read off what has been chosen.
He's not going to do a Splitgate.
We've got Halo 4, Overwatch, Valorant, Halo Reach, Halo 3. So far, 7 through 3 have all been said. We're looking for 10, 9, 8, 2, or 1.
The problem, Connor, is there a Call of Duty on this list? I don't think there will be.
At this point, there can't be.
There could be.
Only other one that I could see him drawing on is, I shouldn't give you answers, but who cares at this point? World at War.
No, that's too old
But
for
I don't
him,
know.
I think.
Yeah.
I think that's too old. I was thinking more Modern Warfare 3. I'm just drawing a hard blank, so I'm just gonna go for that. I'm gonna go Modern Warfare 3.
Kevin, that's gonna get you 2 points. That is my number 9 on the list.
It's on the list.
It was.
It is on the list. All right. So I thought this was going to be a lot easier because these are all games that, to my knowledge, you guys have played. We've got Call of Duty 4 at number 10, Modern Warfare, the original.
Sure.
We've got Modern Warfare 3 at number 9.
Mhm.
This one, I don't know if you guys have played. Super Hot, number 8.
Oh, okay.
Number 7 was Halo 4. Number 6 was Overwatch. Number 5 was Valorant. Number 4 was Halo Reach. Number 3 was Halo 3. And this is going to be shocking right here. Number 2, Halo Infinite.
Wow, that is gonna be shocking.
Halo Infinite.
You often talk some mess about Infinite.
Look, man, I just think about how modern it is and how good it feels to play. And just thinking back, I was like, yeah, I think Halo Infinite's up there. Number 1. Surprised this game series did not get brought up. When you think Phil, you should think this game series. Borderlands 2.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Borderlands 2.
Okay. Yeah. That one makes sense. That's a good one. I was looking at my physical copy of Borderlands 3 today. So it's really surprising. What happened here? I did something to my mic when I was yanking it around.
You see, Borderlands 3, while I do love the gameplay of that game, I can only play that game with the audio muted.
It's an atrocious story. Awful. Super annoying voice acting and lines. It's
Can
really
only
annoying.
play that game with the audio muted, unfortunately.
Wonderlands was cool though. I liked Wonderlands.
Yeah, I liked Wonderlands.
Maybe
I think
4 will be better.
I really hope so. You know what's not going to be better though? The Borderlands movie. Excuse me. Surprised we didn't see anything about that at the Game Awards.
Kevin Hart in it.
I still don't even think it's really happening yet. We've had this conversation before, and it is coming allegedly.
Kate Blanchett's playing Lilith.
Yeah, when they want to do it, they'll do it. And the thing is I just don't think they'll do it. We've had Oscar Isaac casted as fucking Solid Snake for 3 years.
That's true.
Nothing's happening there. He's only getting older, guys.
Pitchford's spending too much time at the medieval times.
Well, they want him to play Old Snake from Metal Gear 4.
That would be a terrible choice.
All right. Well, I think let's just hop right into to what Connor has for us this week.
Mm-hmm. I am pretty impressed with myself because I realized I answered your earlier question incorrect, Tavin, and I did need the show doc. But don't worry. Don't worry. No problem. I don't need it. I was able to come up with a new original game that we play, and that's going to be Metascore. It's not original, but it's easy and it's fun. At least I think it's fun.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Basic premise is I'm going to bring up Metacritic scores of 2 different games. They go head to head, and these two are going to have to guess which is the better one. Not the user score, the critic score. And it's pretty simplistic, pretty self-explanatory. Everyone says it comes up in their own mind with what they think is the higher rated game, and then they say it in succession. So you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. I'm undefeated in this game.
Are you? I guess you are, aren't you? Wrest the crown from his head.
Okay.
Yeah. Where's that enthusiasm now? It was when you were trash talking me. It was all everywhere. But now all of a sudden, when you're gonna,
I have no malice in my heart, Phil.
Usurp,
because I haven't done anything fucking stupid like guess Metroid Prime for top 10 first-person shooters.
Oh, Tavin, I hope you lose this one. All right, the first one is a classic matchup between Eco, that game from that one company that I can't remember the name of, and the other game from that company that I can't remember the name of, Shadow of the Colossus.
It's just Team Eco.
It is Team Eco.
It is Team Eco? Damn.
Yeah.
Well, which one's better?
Objectively.
Shadow of the Colossus, yeah.
Yeah, an easy one. Nice little palate cleanser. Not by as much as you might think. Only 1 point with Shadow of the Colossus.
I was going to guess 2, which I mean isn't that much.
Yeah, I was in there somewhere 2 to 5, but it won. Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, with Shadow of the Colossus at a 91. I, for some reason, thought it was like a 98, because I know how people love
Which version are you pulling?
The PS4 version.
Idiot. Go look at PS2.
This is how it made it easier, though.
Yeah, but that's not. That's not the right score. That's a remake. That's not.
I got no problem with it
because that remake is gonna be lower.
So that's actually more proper because it's a more realistic. Yeah, this is nowhere. No wonder I didn't find this. Apparently one of the best games of all time. It's not anywhere here.
It's on there.
I have to type it in all the way. I can't just type in Shadow. Come
No,
on.
they're gonna think you're gonna talk about Shadow the Hedgehog, the game
Shadow
for the
of War.
GameCube and the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, the only place they're doing it is with the Eco pack back in 2011. Where the fuck is this game? I know it has to be. It has to be.
Yeah,
on here.
weren't they released together on like the same disc?
That's a PS3
Yeah.
package, wasn't it?
I think it was
Yeah,
PS3. Yeah.
It came out later. I don't think that much later, but where the fuck is
PlayStation
this guy?
2. Oh, you know what, Connor? I'm talking shit. PlayStation 2 was also in 91. Yeah,
Oh,
see,
alright.
when you go to the Metacritic page, Connor, there's a button that says View All Platforms. And and you can just do that.
Well, I
Wow,
do.
there's a lot of ads on this site.
Aren't Eco and Shadow Colossus meant to be like a circular story kind of deal?
No,
That's more of like
they said it
fan
was
speculation stuff.
They said it was a spiritual successor, which can mean anything.
Okay.
But yeah, there you go. Both get a point. Should be pretty easy from here on out, right, guys?
I hope so.
Probably
All right.
50-50 every time. So, you either
Right.
get it or you don't.
That is true. Pretty simple. The two horror games that were really popular in like the 2010s. Outlast versus Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
I'm gonna say Outlast.
From Phil. Tavin's very much a
Outlast
okay.
was better. Amnesia was more popular. I'm gonna agree with Phil, and I'm gonna say Outlast.
Very close, Tavin, to getting a point over Phil, but you are both wrong.
Damn it!
It was not
Wow.
Outlast.
Damn
It was
it!
Amnesia: The Dark Descent, sitting at a nice 85 comparative to Outlast's 80.
Damn. All right, that's significant.
Appropriate rating for Outlast. Amnesia. I don't know what they did.
85. Yeah.
I started that game and I was like, this is confusing and doesn't play very well.
I think maybe it was swept up from the popularity at the time.
Maybe,
Possibly
yeah.
could have influenced the score.
Survival
But the user score,
horror was in a bad place at that time.
it was. And Amnesia was
back.
like one of the glowing ones. We are back now.
We
We're
are
no
so
longer
back.
Those legacy titles came back with a vengeance. I didn't highlight the user score for the last games, but this one is close as well, with an 8.3 for Outlast and an 8.6 for Amnesia. So still, the public thinks that Amnesia's better.
Okay.
I would disagree.
Maybe we're wrong.
Who knows? Now,
First time for everything, you right?
right? This is also the first time that this game is going to be featured on this
Gonna
mini
pull the
game.
mic closer to your mouth.
On this mini game.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't mean for that to happen.
There you go.
So, the next two are similar games, and that is Baldur's Gate 2, Shadow of Amna, versus the last Larian game, Divinity: Original Sin 2.
Divinity Original Sin 2.
Damn, no hesitation there.
See, I also was going that route, but why would Connor do this? Why would he do this? You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
my mindset to alleviate you of possibly the burning question you got in your head is these were the last two, because Larian took up the mantle of Baldur's Gate. Originally, Baldur's Gate was a BioWare game, and so I was like, okay, well, how about I compare the last Baldur's Gate game to the last non-Baldur's Gate Larian game? I don't know why I decided to do that. I just popped in my head.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go Divinity Original Sin 2. I'm sorry to be boring about this, but nobody, even like you hear about Jade Empire before you hear about Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 from BioWare. So I'm gonna assume I'm assuming they were weird PC games that some people liked but weren't awesome.
Well, people very much like Baldur's Gate 2 because it won over this one as well.
Oh.
God damn.
Sitting at a 95, a Metacritic must play.
93 is Divinity, right? Divinity?
Yes,
93?
you're right on.
Interesting.
I've seen that number before.
Yeah, but people actually very fondly talk about Baldur's Gate, like both 1 and 2. And the universal acclaim score, the user score, reflects that as well with a 9.2 for Baldur's Gate 2 and an 8.8 for Divinity: Original Sin.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Interesting. Okay.
Still tied at 1-1.
still 1-1. Maybe this will change your rankings here a little bit with the next Star Wars titles. And that is going to be between Star Wars: The Force Unleashed and Star Wars Jedi: Fallen Order.
Fuck.
That's tricky.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, because it's such a different
Yes.
era.
Yeah, two very different times.
So very different. Yeah, when I'm thinking of these,
I'm gonna
Force
guess.
Unleashed?
I'm gonna guess Force Unleashed.
What the fuck?
There was a lot of hype about Force Unleashed.
There still is. People love Star Killer.
They novelized that story. I read
Damn,
it.
really?
What's the name of the actor?
Sam Witwer.
Sam Witwer.
Damn.
Yeah. Fuck.
Better known.
I gotta
probably
say
for
Jedi.
Darth Maul.
I gotta say Jedi.
Jedi Fallen Order?
Yeah.
Bill gains the 1-point lead with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Star Wars Fallen Order is sitting at a 79 with a 7.6 user score. Yep. With the surprisingly lower Star Wars The Force Unleashed at a 73 for the main score and a 7 for the user score.
Would have guessed like an 81.
As would I. I actually was thinking that they were going to be a lot closer, but I guess not. I'm actually curious because Unleashed 2 was better received? Worse received. Okay. By a lot with a 61.
Oh, Force Unleashed 2 sucks.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. No, news to me. Well, Tavin,
All right.
now's your chance to inconvenience me and make me look up 2 new games for a tiebreaker. So,
you got to do it. You got to inconvenience him.
You have to do your best to inconvenience me, Tavin.
I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best.
And that is going to be between the 3s. A challenge between Far Cry 3 and Crysis 3.
Interesting.
Damn.
I have no idea how Crysis 3 performed. I know it was popular, but wasn't that all marketing?
You tell me. Well, I know because I played Crysis 3. I remember. Yeah. I won't influence anything.
Good job, Connor. Good
Both
podcasting there, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, it was a great podcasting because I didn't influence you. See, my mind thinks greater than any other person's.
This is such a Connor game to pull, Crysis 3.
Yeah. So much so they start with the same letter.
Fucking develop some goddamn taste.
Right?
You know?
What? People like Crysis 3.
I'm going to say Far Cry.
I'm going to say Crysis.
Crysis. Well, Phil wins.
All right.
I'm not inconvenienced to this day. With the greatest difference in score, with Far Cry 3 winning with its 88, opposed to Crysis 3's 76. User score for Far Cry 3 being 8.4, Crysis 3 being 6.8, because the one that was actually very popular was 2, which, if I had drawn on that one, let's just say would have won. But I wanted that 3. Nice chomping.
They like the fact that you can see boobies in Far Cry 3.
You can actually. That probably goes a very far away to explaining why that won.
You see boobies, and then you get stabbed in the chest.
Or that. Well, Phil, thank you for not allowing Tavin to inconvenience me. I appreciate it more than you might know.
I would have liked it, but I wasn't going to go down without a fight, you know.
And you didn't. You didn't go down without. You went. You kept on going with a fight. That's what happened.
Tavin went down on me.
You got another jewel in your crown. Congratulations, like in Resident Evil.
Phil, remember that moment in Baldur's Gate where you like haphazardly jumped into a room all by yourself and then got mauled to death by cats?
Yeah, but then we won.
Right, but after you got mauled to death by cats.
Yeah, but then we won.
Yeah.
It wasn't my fault. It was Lae'zel's fault.
Okay, is this in the Mountain Pass in Act 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, damn. I was so like, what are you guys doing with cats? How'd that happen?
Yeah.
What are they called? Grimishkas?
Something like that.
Grimishkas.
If you use magic in their presence, Connor, they turn into panthers.
Well, they either explode or turn into panthers.
Oh, you're right.
That sounds like a good trade. Like if you're trying to, because if they explode, they kill their guys, right?
No.
Or you.
Well, yeah. Fair enough.
They kind of set off chain reactions.
They do.
Yeah. It's very dangerous. And I'm a magic-based character.
Yeah. And especially since you're controlling 2 different magic-based characters.
I was like, oh shit, I gotta use this dagger. Yay.
Dagger? As a warlock?
It's what they start you with. I think I was actually using a staff at that time, which again, still the wrong weapon to use.
Yeah. You know, actually, this kind of leads into the other question. Are you a dex or a strength-based fighter, Phil?
Strength.
Okay. Yeah, I figured.
I have really high dex because of the gloves of dexterity, which boosted to an 18.
So my question to you now is, why don't you just give that to Tavin, seeing as how he seems like he'd need it more.
Because that's
No.
where he's getting his decks from.
It's where I'm getting. It's where we're getting all of my decks.
Oh, all
His decks is
Basically.
like without those gloves, his decks is only moderately stronger than mine.
It's not like a. I think it's at like a 11 or 12 without them.
okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I think there's like a 1 to 2 point difference between our scores naturally.
Mm-hmm.
I did just get an upgrade to increase my initiative, which I'm very excited for.
Initiative is very important, especially if you're a spellcaster, where you kind of need to position to get the best effects out of everything.
I've been going close to last every time for a long time, and I'm like, fuck, man, let me go.
Yeah, fights usually start with either me or Karlak.
Yep, is that high dex coming into play?
Shout out to my imp.
Oh, your imp's always going first too.
Yeah,
And or in like third or something like that. Yeah.
Damn, nice, keeping it up. What does he just do more damage? Because the imps you fight in the beginning of the game, they have to get stronger than that, right?
No,
Not the same.
not saying no. Well, because I'm tied in with my warlock, my patron allows my imp to strike twice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So,
okay.
And
Attack twice.
yeah,
It's
so
pretty
like,
good.
and then the imp also hits with poison damage on top of piercing damage. So like, well, if you use the right move, it does. And I don't know why you would use the other move. So like, I have the possibility of doing 12 damage every hit. Usually it's 3 or 4, but and then sometimes it'll be like, there was a couple times where I got 2 crits back to back, and I just killed a dude who had like 30 health all by himself with just the imp, and I was like, cool.
So yeah, Tavin is using his character to conjure the imp, and then he's using Shadowheart to conjure some magic weapon, so he controls 4 different things.
Spiritual weapon, very good.
The imp I have to conjure outside of battle.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Can't do it in battle.
Is it not just find familiar in a battle, or what?
The game just does not let you.
Yeah, in classic D&D, it's like a ritual to summon a familiar, so it's kind of transferred that over.
I swear in my personal playthrough, when I'm playing as Gale, I can summon a familiar in battle.
What kind of familiar? Because like there's like the find familiar spell, and then there's like summon flame Atronach or like Atronach or
no. This one, it's find familiar is what Gale has.
Strange.
I can only do it outside of battle.
Weird. Okay.
That's why I'm in battles end or before they begin. I go, all right, hold on, and I cast my health spell and I cast the imp. I'm like, let me get these going.
It's a temporary health spell, which I could just do with rally. It's fine.
Yeah, but I can do it outside of battle, so I'm gonna go in with 7 extra health.
False life. I forgot about that one.
Anyway.
Also, does rally wear off at some point?
I think it's only in battle.
Yeah. False life goes until I lose those points or until I long rest.
Gotcha. Anyway,
nice.
Tavin, what do you got for us this week, buddy?
Great question. What do I have? Oh, right. Gentlemen, I'm doing a draft pick.
He wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready. And you know what? At first, I was gonna make this easy. Maybe have we done this before already? Maybe we have, maybe we haven't. Well, before I'm looking at it too deeply, I'm gonna do a draft pick. We're doing Game of the Year winners. Now,
All right, let's go.
obviously, not as many game awards as there are slots here to fill. So the final 2 of your picks can be nominees.
Okay.
There we go. But the first 3, we all got to pick Game of the Year winners.
Okay.
For it. So I changed the rules sort of part way through there. So let me take my quick little time code. Ba ba boom. There we go. Phil, you can start.
I was gonna say, I assume I'm going first.
Yeah.
This is tough. I'm really only between 2 right now.
He's gonna let that recency bias hit him.
Mm-hmm. That's fine though.
I'm gonna say Elden Ring.
Oh, fucking asshole! That was what I was gonna choose, and you know it.
Y'all decide to open your mouth and be shitty.
He switched so hard. That's hilarious. All
Elden
right.
Ring.
I'm gonna jump into it next, and I'm gonna go for Okay.
I was like, I know what he's gonna pick, but I guess not.
I guess not.
I'm gonna do God of War 2018.
Okay,
Decent.
fair enough. Fair enough. Acceptable. It's a good one. We'll allow it.
Well
Poor Spider-Man.
done.
There we go. Connor.
Let's see. Yeah, that's a game I enjoy a lot. Let's go Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice.
Excellent. Excellent.
From Software Shill continues.
All right. Well, I guess you kind of left the door open for me. I might as well pick Baldur's Gate 3.
Might as well, right?
There it is.
The most recent one.
Congratulations, Larian Studios. Great win for y'all. Next, I'm going to do The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, that was the guy. I'm surprised you didn't say that first, but you know.
Still would probably hold it as probably the best of the bunch.
You just wanted to go with the God of War. For
I knew you guys weren't going to do Last of Us first round through, so I was like, I'll do God of War because somebody wants that.
Yep, that's fair.
I would have liked it.
Breath of the Wild.
Ooh.
Breath of the Wild.
Damn it.
I love that aesthetic the game provides. I love it.
Yeah.
Good one. Phil, we are back to you for your third pick.
Certainly are. Let's see. So you picked Last of Us, and then Connor picked Breath of the
He's running
Wild.
through the numbers in his head. He's trying to figure it out.
Shit.
What was the 2015?
Tavin, you picked Last of Us Part 1 or 2?
Game Awards started in 2014, so I picked Part 2.
Oh, okay.
I'll
I'll take Overwatch.
Overwatch. I was wondering if it was going to get grabbed.
I was so damn worried I was going to be in a position where that wasn't taken and I had to grab it because I'd rather stab myself.
Damn. Brutal. It was good back then.
Oh, it's not a matter of the game quality, Phil. It's a matter of the people who worked on it then.
What the fuck was 2015? I'm really struggling to think of it right now.
Do you really not know?
I know where it is.
I'm struggling.
It's my next pick, so think of it.
Oh, so don't think of it as what you want.
Fuck, I know what 14 is. I knew 16.
Come on.
Everything up has been other than 21 has been picked. Which I imagine that's going to be the odd man out. What the fuck was 15?
You know it, Tavin. Come on.
Was it Shadow of Mordor? That's fucking gross. Give me Dragon Age Inquisition if it's Shadow of Mordor.
Well, it's not.
I got it. I have it now. 2015's Game of the Year award for Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
God damn it.
Yep.
It beat Bloodborne. That's why it always easily sticks in my mind.
All right, so now we can do nominees, right?
You can do nominees.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Damn, no hesitation. Snap.
I'm so mad. God damn it, I'm an idiot, bro. I'm so stupid for that one. That was really stupid of me. I'm gonna go with. Was Returnal nominated for Game of the Year? It definitely fucking should have been.
I believe it was.
Was it really? I don't think it was.
Let me see.
You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go Resident Evil 2.
It's good.
Yeah. Yep. Well,
Should have won 2019.
sure.
Over Sekiro?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I understand why Sekiro won. I like Resident Evil better.
That sticks with Tavin's philosophy. It's not too surprising. Just like how it's not surprising that my pick for a nominee is Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Okay, nice. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Final pick, lock it in, Super Mario Odyssey.
Let's see.
Odyssey, yes, see.
Hey.
Let's see.
Phil, am I crazy? I kind of liked Wonder better than Odyssey.
I disagree.
Okay. Maybe I'm just crazy.
You probably just like course clear Marios over 3D Marios.
I just think, well, no, Odyssey was just really easy. And like more simple. I felt Wonder was more creative and more entertaining in that way.
I don't know. I think I would take Odyssey 2 any day now.
It's not too far fetched to believe that'll be their next one. They haven't done many sequels in the past, but Odyssey was big. Struggling, haven't I?
I mean, I am, but I'm not. You know what I mean? It's just like
Just take
it's a
Spider-Man
matter
2,
of like,
dude. Just do it.
That's in the short list. I'll tell you. It's just a matter of which like runner up do I want? You know what I mean? Like a hard like, hey, all these games are pretty good, but they're not like crazy next level. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I have the controller, Tavin.
You do. It's an okay controller.
It's dope. Shut up.
I got the.
He's not gonna argue on that.
Look at the Venom.
Yeah,
Phil,
see,
you held
was
19
very
inches of Venom in
I
your
did
hands.
hold 19 inches of Venom. It was fucking huge.
It's big, man. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. You called me. You nailed me to a wall there, Phil. I'm gonna do Spider-Man 2.
There you go.
Yep.
Connor,
I mean,
finish
that
us
checks
off
out.
here. Where are we?
Bloodborne. Easy.
Bloodborne.
Yep. Knew it.
Yeah. I just mentioned it.
Here we go. And the final lists are Phil, number 1, Elden Ring, Baldur's Gate 3, Overwatch, Tears of the Kingdom, Super Mario Odyssey. Connor, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Bloodborne. And I had God of War 2018, The Last of Us Part 2, Dragon Age, Inquisition, Resident Evil 2, Spider-Man 2. Really should have figured out what Witcher 3 was. Would have been a lot happier with my list if I had Witcher 3 in it. You know what I mean?
Usually, Tavin, I don't know the years that games came out.
I just
This
couldn't,
is
I
like
just
a-
couldn't place it. I couldn't place it. Connor,
It
your problem
usually
is
was
that like
Connor.
if I said what year did Witcher 3 come out, you'd be like, I don't know, 2013. I'd be like, fucking no, you idiot. Like
No,
what?
no, Tavin. I know that easy because once again, Bloodborne. I knew that was 2015. That was the game I was rooting for, and it lost to it. You know, I have to respect those that beat the challenger. You know, that beat my side. So I would have done it.
Connor,
And also,
Connor, what year did Smash Ultimate come out?
Smash Ultimate came out in 2019.
Nope.
2018. 2018. I knew it was that or the other. Well, what are you gonna do?
Connor, what year did
Oh god. Yeah.
what year did Ghost of Tsushima come out?
2019.
Nope.
Nope. 2020.
Okay, okay, that was a mess up. That was
Almost
definitely a
picked
mess up.
Ghost. Almost picked
Yeah.
Ghost. Over Spider-Man. Almost did it.
What do you think is a better game?
What year did Horizon Zero Dawn come out?
Ooh, once again, I'm in between 2 years. 2014?
Nope.
2017.
Damn it. Okay, that never mind. I was not even. I had no snowball's chance of that one. Well, what are you gonna do?
Awesome. Oh, this is a great game. I love this game.
I like
Connor, what year
that
did
game,
Doom
yeah.
Eternal come out?
Doom Eternal came out in.
Can he do it? Can he do it?
Can
Did
he?
you play that game?
Oh yeah, no, I did not.
Oh, you should have played that game.
Yeah, I know. I definitely should.
You had the
That's
time
not the
to.
question though. What
I
year
did.
did it come out, Connor?
2020.
There you
That's
go.
correct.
Okay.
Did you get it
Ooh,
because I
okay.
said you had the time to do it?
No. I did it
Oh,
because I remember. Tavin,
Connor, what year did
Helltaker is
Hades?
just a better game than Last of Us Part 2. Just
What year
accept
did
that.
Hades come out?
Hades came out in 20. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. 2020.
There you go. At least he said 20, so we knew it was in the last 100 years.
100 years. Good for you,
Got
Connor.
it.
You made
Woo!
even the last 23 years. He made it in the last 23, you know?
I got
24
it.
if
I
you count
got it.
2000. That's
All
just
right, well,
such a
that's
fun little-
that's
so bad.
fun,
Why are
dude.
you so bad?
He's so bad with years, dude.
Hey, well, what's 1 year plus 2 years? What's the difference?
That'd be 3 years. 1 year plus 2 years would be 3 years.
You know,
Connor, what year did Elden Ring come out?
2025.
Damn
That was
right.
bad
You
joke.
nailed it.
Damn
You
right.
nailed it. You nailed it.
The worst
If you,
part
turn-
is
if you flip the 5 around, it looks like a 2.
Hey.
So you're almost there.
What year did
Which is
Death
what I-
Stranding come out?
Oh, that's okay. That's 2018.
Nope.
No.
2019.
2019. Yeah.
Yep. I remember. Yeah. Because now I recall, I was like, okay, Sekiro needs to win, but Death Stranding was nominated, correct? Of course it was. It's a Kojima game. Yeah, but
Don't say of course it was. It was a Kojima
yeah,
game.
let's be honest. That's all a Kojima game has to be is not awful or objectively bad, and it'll get on the games list of Game of the Years.
Probably.
Yeah.
But when you got a hit rate like that, man,
I guess so. Engineered, but hit rate nonetheless.
Connor, when did Dark Souls 3 come out?
Dark Souls 3 came out in the year 2016.
That's correct. You did it.
A year after Bloodborne.
I would have guessed 17, but
No, it's
I almost did.
16.
year after.
What about Uncharted 4?
Come on, bring it on. Bring it on. 2015.
Nope.
2016.
2016. I said that. Yeah.
This is a fun game. I like this.
Yeah. This is what I'm hitting. I'm hitting these like left and right.
Connor, what year did Returnal come out?
Returnal came out in. It's always a year. It's basically always a year difference. Give me that. Give me that right now. Give me that.
What year did it come out?
2020.
No.
2021.
2021. See, like 1 year. 1 year. I'm telling you, 1 year.
Connor, what year did it?
What's crazy is these games are from less than 5 years ago.
Connor,
like,
you covered them.
Remember.
You covered some of these games.
Yeah, I did.
What
But here's
year
the thing.
did It Takes Two come out, Connor?
2021.
There you go. That was an easy one. I left that one really easy.
He almost said 2022. He almost said 2022.
I did. You got me there, Phil. I almost said that, but I didn't say it because and if I did say it, it would have been 1 year. Sticking to that 1 year rule.
What year did Grand Theft Auto 5 come out, Connor?
Come on. Oh, Grand Theft Auto 5. That's
an easy one.
That's a really easy one. Yes, it is.
It's the easiest thing. I think it's the easiest one we've mentioned so far. The exception of Elden Ring.
See, yeah, 2013.
There
Correct.
you go. He got one.
He nailed it.
There we
nailed
go.
it.
This guy, I'm the
All
guy.
right, let's go ahead and outro this shit, dude. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for joining me and the boys over here. We got Connor and Tavin here with the Piggy Bank, your favorite casual gaming podcast with your casual gaming buds. Boys, let's say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye and have a nice day.